welcome back to my channel. So, I started back to school today. Well, I didn't start back. I'm a kindergarten teacher. We started back to school today. Had a long day. It's been a long couple of weeks. Also, my son is playing basketball outside, so if you hear dribbling, I apologize. Like I said before, I'm a mom. What you see is what you get. I'm a little bit tired and worn out from the day. This has been a long day. It's like 7 o'clock in the evening. Sun's about to go down. But I realized I still have not filmed my July book haul. And, you know, it's August 7th. So, I figured I better hurry up and film, show you what I have. I am not going to give descriptions of the book because number one, there are 21 books and I just don't have the patience, and I'm sure that no one else is really going to have the patience to try to hear me, who is horrible explaining books, explain 21 books. We want this to be a nice short video, not a crazy long, hard to understand video. So, I'm going to put them into two categories. One stack of books came from authors or publishers, books that were sent to me. The other stack of books are books that I purchased, except for one my sister bought for me. So, that is what I'm going to show you today. The first books that I will show you are books that I purchased, or like I said, my sister got for me. The first one is Gone Girl. My sister picked this up for me. She works at, it's like a peddler's mall, a merchant mall kind of place somewhere in Kentucky. And she picked it up for me because she saw that someone was selling it really cheap at one of the booths. So I talked to her about it before and told her that I heard great things about the book. I had never read it, so we'll see, but Gone Girl. The second one I picked up myself. Also, when I was visiting her 2 weeks ago, I picked this one up at that same place because I had never read it. I don't know where I've been. I've heard about it, but I was receiving so many books that I didn't want to just go out and buy myself new books because I have my TBR. Seriously, the books I'm showing you are not even the ones that I have as ebooks. So, I have a lot of books. But anyway, so, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. If only you knew how many times I cut out me saying it wrong. That's my second book. Anyways, the next book I purchased for myself, for Booktubeathon, I read A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I loved it. So, literally, like the very next day, or I think it was the very next day, or even before I finished it, I can't remember, I was at the store and I saw this, which my A Court of Thorns and Roses book is a hardback cover, but I didn't see that where at the store I was at, so I got this copy, which, I mean, it's fine. I'm fine with that. And if I ever find the hardcover for cheap enough, I'll pick it up too. But I just really wanted to read it, so I picked this up. I picked up the next 6 books, all at the same used bookstore in the town that I live in. So I picked this up because I love Jane Austen. This is Mansfield Park, and I didn't have this copy. And I really think it's pretty. I feel like I've read it before, but don't you think I would remember? I don't know, but I can't remember reading it, so I wanted to pick it up and read it again. Or read it. I don't know. The next 4 books are all from the same author, Janet Ivanovich, whichever. I read these so long ago, and they're like a guilty pleasure kind of book, I think. They're just fun. They're just fun to read. So I got the first 4, 1 for the money, 2 for the dough, 3 to get deadly, and 4 to score. So I picked all 4 of these up. And she had, the bookstore owner, she has more in the series. But I just want to get these ones first. And then I figure that was enough for now. And maybe after, you know, every week, after every paycheck, something like that, I'll go pick up another couple. We'll see. We'll see what my August book haul says. And the last book that I picked up for myself, also at that used bookstore, is The Last Boy and Girl in the World. Really don't know much about it. I thought the cover looked aesthetically pleasing. I thought it looked nice. And it says it's not actually the end of the world, but it sure does feel that way to Keely. A love story that makes you think. I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but we'll see. I picked it up. The next 12 books were books that were sent to me by either the publishing company or the author. So, off the top of my head, I'd have to go through all of the individual emails, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember all of them, you know, how they were sent to me. And I really don't remember all the summaries. And like I said, I'm not going to try. I will spare you. I'm not going to try to do that. So I received The Next Together. Ooh, this one I do remember because this one came to me recently. This one sounds so good. It is about, I said I'm not going to do it. It is about a couple that they're destined to be together. And every time, I do remember what this is about. I'm going to read this, just this little part for you. Catherine and Matthew are destined to be born again and again, century after century. Each time they are total strangers, thrust together under unusual circumstances. Each time their presence changes history for the better, and each time they fall hopelessly in love, only to be tragically separated. I'm so excited. This book sounds so good. I'm going to have to read it right away because after reading Cold Summer, if you watched my July wrap-up, Cold Summer was so good, and it was about time travel, and it was so good. I really do think it may be my new favorite book. Like, I really, really loved it. So, it made me want to read more time travel type books. So, this sounds really good. The Next Together by Lauren James. The next book that I received is Flashlight Girls Run by Stephanie Dickinson. I don't remember if I received this from an author or a publisher. The next book is The Stratus Estate by M. Cote Warner? M. Something Warner. Sorry. The next book, Maybe in Paris by Rebecca Christensen. This one, it's like that, I don't know how to explain it, the way it feels. So nice. So nice. Then I received Back on the Map. I do remember a little bit about this. I believe it's about kids in foster care. That's kind of all I remember, but it sounded really good. Back on the Map by Lisa Ann Scott. I really like the cover. Isn't that adorable? I also received A Few Minor Adjustments, A Memoir of Healing by Sherry Kephart. I'm so bad with names. Next, Growth and Change Are Highly Overrated by Tom Starada. I also received The Great Soviet Awakening, The True Story the West Was Never Told by Tom Crater. I received Chasing Gravity by Tempest Blake. I do know that this is the second book in a series by Tempest Blake. The first one was called Chasing Symmetry. I did receive that one a while back, and I reviewed it on my book review blog. Shameless little plug here, Carrie K's CarrieLovesBooksReviews.blogspot.com if you want to check it out. That I did review Chasing Symmetry. It's a red cover. But this is Chasing Gravity. It's like the continuing story. So I'm excited to read that. Next, I received Megan's World, Megan's Munchkins by Pamela Foland. This is a middle grade, I believe, young to middle grade book about a girl who got some kittens. She found abandoned one-day-old kittens and she decided to keep them and hide them from her parents for a while. So, Megan the Munchkins. I also received Citizen Kill by Stephen Clark. Really don't know much about this one at all, but here's hoping it's great. And the last one that I received is Dark Water, The Zenker Chronicles, Book 1 by D.W. Johnson. Do not remember anything really about it, but I do feel like my son, he's the one who got the mail for me that day, and when he brought it in and he was like, can I open the package? So I'm like, sure. And he read the back and said that it sounded really good and it was something that he would like to read, so hopefully it's a good one. And that is all the books that I received or bought in the month of July. That was my July book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.